Welcome to No Excuse Terror. This is your girl Marissa here. Getting ready to do another quick collective read for you guys, and I hope this video finds you guys well. If you are new to this channel, guys, welcome. Feel free to look around. You may like what you see at times. You may like what you hear. But whatever you guys do, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for your girl, so you at least know when your girl posting. If you are returning to this channel, guys, thank you so much for all you guys' support. You guys is helping your girl get it from the ground up, and that's much appreciated at this time. Let's get into it and see what these messages are for the collective today as a unit and as a whole. We're definitely talking about an empress that is the temperance angel. We're talking about a divine feminine that got her wings. Somebody that poured into themselves, and now something's growing for them. So we're going to talk about it. Somebody's definitely watching. This empress, this divine feminine. We got flying monkeys out here watching heavily. They were paid to watch. So yeah, they're going to do that. That's their job. They're supposed to watch. They know this divine feminine is an earth angel. They already know that. So of course these flying monkeys going to do their job. And that their job is to watch. Why? Because they would do anything, these flying monkeys, because, you know, they could have been paid. Somebody could have been offered something, and it was big enough for them to do a job. And that job is to watch the collective. Yeah, they want to know when you come up with new plans. They want to know your plans. They want to do everything that they're supposed to do as they watch you, because they're trying to set you up. This is a setup. See, somebody was giving money. This was an investment. They invested in watching you collective. See, it's about your intuition. And this could have been your intuition that you had since a child. They've been paid to watch you. Marriage. See, I don't know what this marriage is. We're going to think about it. We're going to talk about it. See, you got new beginnings out here. Something is divine timing here. You are blessed. So maybe somebody's watching you to see if you get into a connection or a commitment with somebody that's going to lead to marriage. Somebody know you're going to have a great life. Somebody know that you are blessed. Somebody know that new beginnings is here for you. It is divine timing. These watchers is also watching. These flying monkeys is also flying because they did a lot of gossip about you. Somebody did black magic on you. They could even have nosy ass neighbors and religious cults all with the fuckery. Everybody looking at the collective. Everybody looking at the divine feminine. Everybody looking at this earth angel. Because of everything that they invested in. See, somebody wanted to be the only one to be able to celebrate, so they gathered together. They got together in the sake of an investment. I want to know why, because they know you're gonna wind up being married, or you're gonna wind up getting into a union with somebody that you're supposed to be in. They know it's all coming in divine timing, but they want to know when you're gonna get into union, when you're gonna come together with someone. Somebody see that you have the victory. You may not even know that you have the victory, collector, but these motherfucking flying monkeys, they know you got the victory. And what they seeing and what they know is going to be a message of concern. It's a message of concern even for them to know that you could get into a connection or a commitment that is real and legit. Yes, I'm here about relationship lessons. You had to learn a lot by the dumbass relationships that you was in the past. Those relationships didn't mean you were hill beings, but it taught you a valuable lesson, collector. Somebody thought they ate. You know what I'm saying? When you lost, you could have been got up to 3 marriages. You could have been. Not everybody. You could have been in 3 different connections that crashed and burned. Yeah, they thought they ate. When they felt like you lost something. But you still came out winning. Because everything you lost wasn't meant for you to have, right? But see, somebody out here trusted the wrong side. Yeah, they did. Those relationships that you was in, up to 3 people that you could have been in a full connection with, trusted the wrong side. Somebody gonna have to admit now that something was just a rumor. Somebody was always in your business collective, but they still didn't know your business. Yeah, whatever plans they was making were unrealistic. And they're beginning to realize this right now. Somebody could have got the message that everything they planned throughout the years wasn't it. Somebody also feels something coming too. They feel this bad luck coming. Somebody also know that they fell from grace fucking with you because you figured them out. You are walking karma to a lot of people because you were suspicious about the people that you was with anyways. But now you could be figuring out that they were sent. They were flying monkeys. They were paid to come your way. Collective. There's an Aries here that know he fucked up. Know he did a foolish move. Yeah. Because you're still happy. You will remain happy. You have something to celebrate. And I'm telling you, you could be getting married. And this marriage is going to last a lifetime. Or somebody in your energy was a thief. And they know they was a thief. They did not want you to celebrate anything. They did not want you to be happy. They thought they broke your faith. That's why these people is getting bad luck right now. Because you are walking karma. Somebody feel it coming. This thief knows something's coming for their ass. Yeah, there ain't no turning back now. Whoever they got themselves into, they gonna have to stick it out, you know? They thought you was gonna allow yourself to be distracted, but not so much. You right on the money. It's like you put the arrow straight through the bullseye. You know what time it is. And it was all divine timing for you to know. Something here about a King of Cups. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with this King of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. What's going on with this King of Cups? This person tried to betray you. This could have been one of the lovers. This could have been one of them people that you was married to. This could have been one of the ones that turned into a flying monkey. Yeah, this King of Cups could be in his thoughts now as well. All these damn karmic lovers got another thought coming. What's going on, Spirit? This will happen suddenly. Suddenly you will receive great fortune. You were targeted because of this. Somebody could have been testing your loyalty. It could have been this King of Cups. It could have been this Fool in the reverse. Both these individuals so far tested your loyalty. Now the truth is finally coming out. And your truth is that you're going to be A-okay. See what's going on here. Yeah, these people were juggling you. They wanted you unstable and all, collective. This have everything to do with a karmic lover. These was karmic lovers that was warlocks, to say the least. These people in their thoughts now for your great fortune. A sister could be involved. You could call someone sister. This could be a sister-in-law, an ex-sister-in-law, a sister in Christ. This sister know that money will come to you as well. But see, somebody tried to place a jinn upon you. But that's not going to happen, Spirit is saying. Jinn, not so much. That's not going to happen. See, because you deserve for somebody to actually love and cherish you, collective. And these people that thought that they had you the way they wanted you at, not so much. Somebody saying you too hot to handle and too cold to hold. And somebody fighting over that thought too, because they can't even sleep at night wondering why how they can't touch you. You too hot and too cold. Nothing in your energy is inviting for them to try you. So yeah, they're arguing and fighting now. You know? These could be people from your past, collective. People that you grew up with, people that you know since childhood. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, these people could have been working on you since a child. Don't have to be. But a lot of work was put in to do something against you guys for a payout. You are seen as a teacher and a mentor. Someone that's spiritually protected as well. Somebody misinterpreted you. But you are the truth that they were never prepared for. Somebody here is worried because they was getting a payout. And that's the truth. But now something's blocked. Collective. These people from your past is blocked. Because you now standing your ground on some work that was done. See, somebody was expecting some work to be done to work, but not so much. They wanted to attract you and trap you. See, that's why these people is monitoring so closely. They want to know when you get this great news. They want to know when you're able to celebrate. So that they can stop it. They want you rejected, collective. They want to stop you and they want to block you. They want to reject something energetically when it comes to you. Journey. They want to stop something on you guys' journey. But see, you are open book. And because you're not covering anything up, they're realizing that they made a huge mistake. When they got on these fake accounts, that was a huge mistake. When they were fighting you guys energetically, trying to win at all costs, speaking all kind of lies and deception against you guys, was a huge mistake. Fighting the cause, but against who? Collective. You got your 10 of Cups here. They could have been fighting against your happiness in marriage. Your wish fulfillment in family life. They were fighting you on just the sake of being happy. Or you guys' journey. Because they know that you are a gift. And they know that you're getting ready to receive a gift. Everything is connected. Yeah, it was a never-ending story. Like I said, you guys could have been married up to 3 times. And every time, shit went south. Every time. On and on and on. They wanted you to give up on the sake of love. Yeah. Every time. Everything's connected though. See, these people, these flying monkeys was down for wherever. Even the people that you was connected to in the past was down with wherever. They was paid to create birds for you. They were paid to make your path hard. But now every one of those folks, and even the ones that paid them, is facing the tower moment. Because everybody's found to be false. And it was false for them to think that they was going to continue to do something. I mention no names, but the implications is much. They said that they hated you, but they would never tell you to your face. These people really did not like you. They couldn't stand you since birth, collective. A story that was assigned to you, but not your chosen one. They assigned a story to you so you wouldn't receive your Ace of Pentacles. But it was always there for you to have. But they wanted to put so many blocks in front of you, and so many stumbling blocks, and so much burdens in front of you, that you couldn't even see that you have this. But whatever they were doing was unrealistic because they're going to have to give it up. Somebody was being stingy in you guys' energy. They did not want you to have your Ace of Pentacles. They wanted you to be so distracted that you didn't even see it coming so that they could try to take it slightly. Creating stories and stuff against you so you won't receive an Ace of Pentacles. This could even be in a relationship. A stable, solid relationship. Somebody was lying on you the whole time. They were lying about you being a gift. They were lying about your journey. They were lying because they know you was expecting something, collective. They was lying and they was doing work. They was lying because they know you receiving great fortune. They were lying and they stating their thoughts about how they can lie some more. They were lying as they were taking from you, collective. They were lying when they were sending off messages as well. And now they're receiving a message. That you will be in a divine union. It has already been decided. This situation required an enormous amount of energy. That's why they had the flying monkeys. That's why they had to pay everybody. That's why they had to lie so hard. Because they wanted everybody to walk away from you. They was creating all kind of illusions. Anybody that looked your way, they had a story for them. King of Cups, again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that betrayed you. Stabbed you in your back, was a part of the flying monkey crew. Is now in despair. They're like, damn, somebody played me to the left and did, but this person has free will. So they played right on along because that's what they wanted to do. Might as well pick their head up. Somebody was throwing a lot of shade, boy, on your religion, on your spirituality, on the fact that you have an ankh. Somebody was doing a lot of hokey pokey while they were playing with you too. This person is arrested spiritually now. Because this person was working with relatives against you. Yep. Justice is here for you. Because, hey, we all know that wasn't fair. To cause all these illusions, to cast so many illusions. This King of Cups is under judgment for even working with your relatives. This person is arrested in the spiritual realm for the hokey pokey that they had, was turning themselves around in and throwing shade against your religion, against your spirituality. You may not even had a possessed ankh at the time you were dealing with this individual, but this is one of many that's getting what's just to them, what they deserve. High honor is here. This person is in despair because they know you of high honor. And they know they were false. Yeah, their plans backfired. And you call judgment on these demons. Yes, you did. On these monstrous beasts. They was trying to get away with something. They was trying to send you some kind of energy. And they were trying to do it quickly. And somebody could be on the phone with these flying monkeys. They get in communication going in back and forth. On Messenger, the phones is ringing, people is texting, everybody's talking right now. Because of the plan that they made. Everybody had two paths to go down. They chose to betray you collectively. Because they didn't want you to receive love. They didn't want you to be nobody's man. Because of sudden wealth. See, you became your own power. And you're going to still receive the sudden wealth. Somebody was trying to find out your business. But now somebody's going to be forced into recognizing something. When they receive this bad news for whoever they were partnering up with, somebody could have cheated on you with other people. Other partners. They're going to receive bad news because of this. For partnering up with people. This could even be a same-sex relationship. Don't have to be, though. Somebody could have laid up with you just to take your energy back to somebody else. It was an energy transfer. But you are the official. Somebody knew that you was the official too. That's why they were taking your energy and spreading it thin. But now they're facing bad news because of it. The plan was to partner up with more than one person against you guys as well. This ex was behind the suffering. But see, this ex didn't expect for you to be grounded or to be able to ground yourself. Same mom, different calling. King of Wands now in the reverse. This person could be in the same sex situation as well. Yes, somebody want to lay you to rest. This is somebody that you separated from. And this person ain't do shit for you when you did. This ex wanted you, when y'all went into separation, to suffer. Yeah, all this courtship. They wanted you, your thoughts of marriage and courtship and new beginnings in love to be that put a bad taste in your mouth. That's what they wanted. This person could have also gotten with another individual to help lay you to rest as well. But you with high honor. So you mastered yourself. That's why somebody's in their thoughts. They're in their thoughts as well because they have no authority. And you have protection. The protection that they desperately need right now. But no, there's more. They abandoned you and left you out, right? But you are the high priestess, so you already know what's going on. You know why this person abandoned you. You know why this person didn't do nothing for you or your children. You know why. You kept that to yourself, though. You just walked away. That's why you walked the fuck off. You already knew what you needed to know. And what you knew you kept to yourself and you just walked off. You politely just gathered up your things and left. We're talking past actions. You moved on. And you kept your head up high and you still remain privileged. Because you know somebody was wearing the mask. So you the high priestess, so you predicted this person's behavior. And now punishment is certain for this person. This person could be fully miserable right now. Misery is all this person knows. They're being tormented because of what they did behind the mask. This could be family that you know that's being tormented as well because things have changed. Precisely. You know something's in routine. You know something's en route to you. It may be slow, but it's sure. You got offers coming in. It ain't rushing, but they coming. It's preparation being done behind closed doors. Behind the scenes, something is being prepared for you. Because something's over. The betrayal on their own kind, that shit's over. The magic that was done, that shit over with. Because you called your power back, your health, your wealth, your stability, everything back to you. It's over. You cut ties when you told the truth. That created endings. Yeah, these people teamed up to work against you. That shit's over. Somebody out here trying to play the victim now, this toxic family. But a trail of chaos follows them. Because it was a return to sender to all that was involved. Luck is here on you guys' side, and you're receiving good news. Taking a leap of faith. You trust that the divine has something way better than you, for you, than you ever could imagine, that you ever, since in this lifetime, has experienced up until this moment. You never gave up. Got a home as well. Stability. Something that you can leave your children's children. Somebody was whispering behind your back and judging you behind your back. But it's time for all of you to pay attention now. All these flying monkeys, all these people that were working against you for a little bit of chop change, everybody will have to pay attention now, because the spirit is getting ready to reunite you with something that's going to make you happy. New beginnings, longevity, happiness and growth, wealth and health. This is for you, the sun. This is something that you manifest uprightly. This is what you created for yourself. Because you decided to walk the righteous path. Not the crooked one. And on that pathway was a lot of transformation. A lot of things you had to heal from. A lot of relationships that you had to heal from. A lot of dark night of the soul you walked on that path. Because you know people was creating voids for you and telling half truths and still lying. You know somebody was out here doing moon magic too, right? Because they were trying to create death on your path. Mm-hmm. But still, you got new beginnings still you have inspired actions. You're still inspired, regardless if somebody tried to create death for you. That never stopped you from creating what you wanted for yourself, energetically, which manifests itself physically. Courthouse is here. Maybe getting a ruling in you guys' favor. You may be getting a message from the courthouse. Something's coming. Or maybe somebody had to go to court. Take the resident and leave the rest. I don't know why every time I get ready to do a read, my voice get raspy like they don't want me to talk, but I'm still will. So yeah, fucking with my throat chakra. See how that work out for them. You have strength and power. And somebody's saying they didn't mean to hurt you. Take what resident and leave the rest. One of these flying monkeys talking about they ain't mean to hurt you. One of these people that got paid to fuck you over, talking about they ain't mean to hurt you. Now they ain't mean to hurt you once they realize how strong you is and how powerful you are. Now they ain't mean to hurt you. This could be one of these friends. That could be en route to you. That's preparing to say something to you. Preparing to give you some kind of offer as well. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is preparing to come in and try to give you an offer. Somebody's working hard on something. But see, this person is attached to the old version of you. You're already detached. See, something already became a self-fulfilling prophecy. And now you don't care. That's the truth. You already know your truth. You spoke your truth. You live your truth. And your truth is going to open up doors of sudden wealth. And somebody could be working on receiving some kind of sudden wealth here as well. That's why they want to come in. You got self-love. And you got opportunities out here. Could be a shamanic healer. You are balanced. You could be a sacred healer as well. Somebody, you don't care anymore. You don't care if somebody should stop while they're ahead. You don't have no feelings for a situation. When they had the opportunity to try, they didn't. So you don't want to hear nothing now. Yeah, this wanting to reunite, not so much. Somebody want to apologize to you. They want to come back. They want to see if they can get something going with you again, but no. Somebody only coming because they know you're receiving something. You had to call judgment on these people already. So the winds of change is here. Somebody even did beauty spells on you. For them flying monkeys that's watching, them cross watches. Yeah, you could care less now. Because you had to alchemize too much shit. And you're not heartless, you're emotionally stable. You just know who to give your emotions to. As the Queen of Wands, that's using her intuition. You have abundance and you are protected at this time collective. They know that. As the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, they know that. And somebody's going to be left about you guys' energy as they should be. And they can't say it's a surprise. Oshun is here. Count it all joy. Now the work begins. Grand rising. Sun could happen tomorrow morning. And you are protected. Something here about your finances, your abundance. Double confirmation on the fact that your finances is protected. You're able to prosper now. Have you got rid of all the roaches and flies and snakes, vipers? Somebody's in concern about that. Somebody's in concern about your abundance. The fact that you have something to be joyful about. When they try to triangulate you into situations, but see, the plans have changed. They wanted to tell a story about you being a third party and all that. It was gathering in secret. Now they can't create. I'm telling you, somebody's on the phone. Phone conversations is going ham right now. But they don't want to let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. They were holding on tightly to the phone conversations they were doing in secret now. They don't want nobody to know that they could be unemployed, losing shit, unstable. Yeah, having to move, shit changing for them. They don't want nobody to know that. They should have thought about that when they were out here creating voodoo dolls and shit on you. Hiding and shit. In plain sight. Because they thought you was fragile, right? So they felt like it was okay to do the spell work against you. I'm feeling like it was financial spells that they was doing against you too. Yeah, somebody need their strength now. They need to gather their strength to be able to withstand this poverty. Because you have abundance. Shit's changing here for a lover as well. Maybe this lover has to move. They got to move now. Quiet is kept. They keeping this shit a secret. And they wondering how you know about this. Because great fortune is here for you. And you no longer sleep. You've healed. And justice is here on your side. For somebody to try to put you to sleep. Physically. Energetically. The community is out here. So a lot of people is involved in this situation of laying you to rest. They wanted people to believe that you was out here exaggerating on what they were doing, right? Yeah, they out here trying to flip the narrative and things. Now, somebody gonna be grieving a loss. And they fucked up in their head about it. Because they know they was the cause of it. They want to lay you to rest, and now they stuck to their own choice. Yeah, you getting judged. You getting justice for whatever they were doing in secret. All this infidelity, all this magic. You getting justice for this. Could be a mature woman. You getting justice. You getting justice for these secrets. Because you found the proof. Whatever you found out about somebody accusing you, smiling in your face, acting friendly, but accusing you, this shit's going viral. And somebody could be full of rage because of it. Because they asked to have to borrow and beg. They're trapped with the same energy they wanted for you. Empress is here. You are the divine feminine. You are the mature woman. Everything you touch shall grow. You manifest with ease. And that's your justice. Things is working out for you. Rulings is in your favor. You got your creator, your Orishas, and your ancestors going to make sure of it. Because whoever was trying to take you to court back here as well could have been an uncle you called judgment on. You have the power of your ancestors, and you know your rights. This was a one-sided beef. It was so one-sided that your creator, Orishas, and ancestors had to come down. And it's this. Now somebody begging and borrowing and keep balance, right? But money mattered more than love to them. That was the secret. So then they made their bed, they're going to have to lay in it. Because something was going on for a long time. You had to stand up for yourself for a long time. You had to fear for you to fight off these energetic attacks for a long time. You even had to do it for a child since childhood. You were fighting. You even had to fight for a child. You're able to celebrate now. Because you cut those cords. And you can trust yourself. You know somebody out here fishing for comments and they praying on your downfall. But every one of them is found guilty. So you can rest easy. You have a wish fulfillment here. Because you have balanced yourself. And poured into yourself and healed yourself. After countless losses. And things that were done against you in secret. Was somebody operating in devil's energy that was obsessed with creating downfalls for you. You can rest easy now. As a wealthy man here, you could be considered a wealthy man. Money gonna come to you easily. You don't chase, you attract. See, somebody opened a gateway to the cemetery out here and try to create drama. But see, somebody don't even realize that there's unseen danger for a King of Pentacles. And this could very well be this wealthy man as well. Take the rest and then leave the rest. Somebody's under investigation. I ain't said it, the cards did. Capricorn towards Virgo energy. Because they already know you a star. But they was trying to loop something together. Libra, Sagittarius, circle. Something here about officer. The Sag. Something here about balancing the scales. Somebody could be in the presence of death right now. Something's in it for someone, and they're just waiting on it at this point. Somebody want to compromise now. It's King of Pentacles. Somebody want to put an end to conflict that they started. They want to reach some kind of agreement now. After they disagreed plenty. It's not working out for this person now. They want to compromise. There's a mature man here. That don't feel safe. This person don't feel safe now because you're not going to be baiting into any situation. They can't entrap you. So now this man don't feel safe. Because you're a trendsetter in the league of your own. They can't run off with anything of yours. They can't lie. They can't be deceptive. They can't steal. They can't kill. So now they don't feel safe. You're just a messenger. Somebody know you're receiving good news too. And they know they can't bait you into a situation. And somebody can't be tricky in you guys' energy anymore. Because somebody bound to their own work at this point. Because of these lust spells that done backfire. The love spells that done backfire. Yeah, somebody was focused on love. That shit blew up in their face because it was fake. It wasn't real. The deception blew up right back in their fucking face. You are the Queen of Wands out here. You standing and you sitting pretty. That's why they want to do beauty spells and shit. You using your intuition, and you will remain in your seat. Somebody can't stand you, but they can't fucking sit you either. There's a main male out here. There's a lot of men on the board. A mature man, a main male, a wealthy man. All these men. I thought you was gullible. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This could be a lot of women. I just see a lot of men. But flip the roles as need be. They love to watch you, but they don't want to support you. Only because you're able to create your own future. And somebody else was just focused on your dollars, materialistic, what you can give them. That shit blew up in their fucking face. They ain't getting shit. No opportunities is on the board for a motherfucker with their hand out. That's materialistic. Yeah, they talking about that in the family room. You are a hot topic of discussion at this point. All in the living room and shit, running their mouth talking about you. Because he's trying to stop you. That's why they got these monitoring spirits out here, because they wanted to base something solely on neglect. But in reality, something was deliberate. They were using uppers and downers to attach some kind of entity to. So somebody was talking about drugging you. Yeah, with deep spiritual work going on. But guess what? That shit ain't work. As soon as you hit the ground, you grounded yourself. As soon as you got up under that tree, it didn't work. You know how to get on the ground and ground yourself now. Somebody could have drugged you under a tree. Or tried to. As soon as your body hit that dirt, that soil, that concrete, that shit didn't work. That shit did not work. Herman here. So somebody is going within, trying to get some kind of, trying to figure something out. It's the best way I can. But they're trying to do it in secret. In the distant horizon, because somebody knows something's coming up. New opportunities and possibilities is coming up for you, prosperity and success, because you are the original. Somebody don't want to know where your whereabouts is at, even though the card says that. I believe somebody already know where you at. They spoke a lot of shit against you. You could be at a distance for someone. Or they wanted something to end for you. But whatever they wanted to end for you was rejected. You don't have no ties to the devil. That's why something blew up in their fucking face. This deep spiritual work that they were doing. Yeah, somebody tried to rush in with haste. Malice. Try to give you bad health. Make you sick. They wanted to create some endings for you. Karmic ass masculine. They could have spoke something to you. But now all this shit's exposed. Somebody was giving it to. But the divine is here. The divine is here for his family members. They act like they don't know what's going on right now. They don't understand that you carry your own power, even though they try to control you. But you're not as fragile as you once were. These love spells is not working. Somebody was trying to do anything to win at all costs. But they didn't realize that you already knew. Because you ain't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You're very highly intuitive. You just don't put everybody in your game room. Somebody swore I up and down you was a square. So now somebody want to be notified about your Ace of Cups. And if everything's well for you, because they definitely tried to steal your identity, your energy, and they watching you. They want to know if you're codependent, and if you're not using your intuition, so they can rush in. But now somebody's looking back and they see the truth now. that you are undeniable, right? Somebody trying to say that they love you, or they're in love with you, but this person's in flighty energy. You are the high priestess. You already know that. So that's going to be a hard no. And that's the truth. Somebody cannot make you insecure by making you feel like an outsider or even struggling to survive. Olodumare is here, the source of all things. So a spirit before you who could be against you. I'll wait. Whatever plan they had, abruptly ended in a miscarriage because you are single and celibate. And also using your intuition and working with the divine. So what is they doing? They can't rush in here with that flighty, hoish energy towards someone that communicates with the divine. Spirit will move you on to calmer waters. You are an empath and you can feel everything. And you also know that somebody is burning that night oil on you guys. They're working all night to do something against you. But see, the secret's already out. They ain't going to be the one that lose. Not you. Collecting, you don't even care. You don't. Because you know somebody was desperate to get in you guys' energy and it was corrupted. And they were throwing rocks and hiding hands. And you also know they were dealing with third parties when it came to you. They were sharing your energy with the enemy. But they ain't bet on the fact that you had free will and the fact that you're still happy. And will remain happy and whole. Oh, but they kind of figure that because they're watching. They're watching the star. They're watching you have free will, and everyone's panicking now. Because they can't end your situation with these death and sickness spells that done reverse back on the ass as you sit pretty. This person that's in flighty energy may have had to go to court, thought that something was simple, with their low vibrational asses. About to lies here. All praises due to the Orishas. Use your intuition. And in using your intuition, you know somebody tried to sacrifice you. And you also know that somebody was out here touching magic. Yeah. Knight of Cups energy. You're not trusting this motherfucker. You're not trusting that. They want to come in with a love offer, but they planning on getting the fuck on afterwards. But no, they can't sacrifice you. So they're going to have to try again. Emperor is here. You standing in your power. From these motherfuckers that's obsessed with betraying you and paying witch doctors to destiny swap. Telling lies that's something that can be taken. They ain't going nowhere. They don't even have divine ancestors to move them out of the shit they didn't got themselves into. Your investments ain't investing. All that they put forth their energy in ain't went nowhere. And that's why they over here heartbroken. Yeah. The family that set you up, heartbroken. Overly emotional about the shit that they got themselves into. Trying to embed memories of you. They'll try to harvest off of you guys' energy. But that shit's blocked. The light has been shown on these people that was working together against you. Somebody's now receiving bad luck. Bad health, bad luck. Everybody that were working together to gossip about you. Put you in some kind of spiritual warfare with these private contracts and sponsors on a divine, on a star. Yeah, they were trying to win at all costs. But you are respected. And you trust yourself. It's going to separate the men from the boys. Because you over it. King of Pentacles is here. In the upright, could be on the phone with somebody. Want to reach out with you. What's your intentions? Somebody's intentions is to act like the judge, the jury, and the executor. That person's a snake. This is pertaining to work and family members. You're moving on. You're nobody's sacrifice. Collective, if this resonates with you guys in any way, give your girl a big thumbs up. Until next time, bye-bye.